are my next two big goals. So I want to make sure that the whole world is here, built to scale, 1 to 164, which means I don't want to build a 50-foot long Golden Gate Bridge. I have to. So it took me almost a year to complete this. We were at the Phelps Art Center when we built it. Okay. So it was built in a very big church, and we had the space, and which is fun because next week we have the space here at Eastview Mall. So we are going to build a 30-foot long bridge, Sydney Harbor Bridge, upside down.
And we saw that a few hits ago. I want to walk over here. Paris. We got Paris, the Eiffel Tower. You got the city going on here. I don't know where to start with some of the questions. I'm going to let you take it away.
Well, the Eiffel Tower, what was interesting is like the first time I built it, it took almost 3 months. The second time I started learning a few things, I could build it in a month. And then the third time I really figured out it's just prefabrication of all those little pieces, just like you do in the real construction world. And we built it in less than a week in a museum lobby.
And why Paris?
Because we have to include all the world, Chris. It's the holidays. We include everybody. There's peace on earth. You were asking me yesterday, like, what does this have to do with the holidays? This is loving the whole world and showing...
Non-denominational.
Non-denominational, just showing everybody the architecture that's out there. Every history of architecture, right from before the pyramids, right up till modern day, which is interesting because more of the modern day stuff is coming out, but also there's a lot of old stuff that's coming out through new research, like ground penetrating radar. We have the Taj Mahal. This is our India section over here. That's the Lotus Temple up on the wall. A lot of museums are short on space, so I figured, why not have some of these exhibits where you can come and see it on the wall? This was actually last year's holiday windows display at Eastview Mall, so we had that out front. This year we have the Disney Castle made up of 6 Disney castles from around the world. So we hope you can come and see all these architectural wonders from around the world, made out of simple toothpicks, cardboard, foam, anything I can get from the dollar store.
Okay.
Or recycled cardboard.
I was going to ask you about cost,
but cost is very cheap.
And I want everyone to see this over here. Lost City, Forbidden City. It's amazing. I want to see this too someday. This is about halfway done. This is just to give you an idea of the size and scope of the Forbidden City. But it's very easy for me to say I have over 200 structures, but there's over 200 structures alone in the Forbidden City, and I only count this as one. So this is actually, this is one of those things where there's not too many museums that can take an exhibit like that. Okay. You getting rejected?
It's more like they don't have space for it. They want... National museums want national things. Local museums want local museums. I'm looking for a world museum that wants to focus on all the architecture that is us.
And I bet you can find that. I bet you can.
This is us. This is how we became a society, became a civilized country. I mean, this was all before the United States even came along. So yes, we took things from all over the world and made it our own.
Stan, you're a very patient man. I don't know if I could have the patience to conceptualize something like this. I don't even know if you draw this out, if you just start somewhere. We're going to figure that out in the next hit. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio. Dan, Abby, do you guys have the patience to build something like this?
No.
Chris, I bet against that.
No.
You know us. You know us way too well.
Not at all. I do want to know, though, what kind of glue is used?
Yeah,
What's the brand and the viscosity?
Elmer's.
Is it actually?
Elmer's. What kind of glue?
Elmer's glue and hot glue.
Okay.
What's the viscosity?
A little mixture going there.
It's a 448 high carbon surgical stainless steel with 55 to 57 C-scale Rockwell hardness.
Oh,
boom.
Look at
That
that.
is not the correct answer.
There we go. That's why
Got to fix the flux capacitor, Stan. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Good stuff. Thank you very much. Hey, it's time now for our poll of the day. This morning, we asked you to fill in the blank.
Yes.
Here we go. This year, I am sending blank holiday cards.
Tell us more. So, the blank is either more holiday cards, less holiday cards, only a few holiday cards, or absolutely no holiday cards. Abigail.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we were discussing question of the day.
Okay.
And So my issue with, do you send holiday cards?
Well, you're already starting with my issue, so it's not going to bode well for me either way, but just go ahead.
Well, no, do you?
I have in the past. I didn't have time this year.
Okay, totally fair, totally fair. I think holiday cards have lost their meaning since people don't write them anymore. All you get is a snapfish cardboard printout that some company, you know, they print it for you and they mail it for you, and there's no love or thought behind it.
Yeah.
I feel like you got to put pen to paper, pen to card.
I have in the past. I've never sent one of the picture.
Neither have I. But then I decided that that's too much work to put pen to card, so I just stopped.
You know, I think it is nice when people think of me. That's what I think. You know, they paid for the postage, they wrote my name on the envelope, or they printed out the label or whatever.
You're right.
Sorry, I just, you know what? I like getting mail.
Right.
I like getting mail.
You're right.
When it's good mail.
You're right.
I get the little UPS preview, like, oh,
yeah,
you have
five pieces of mail coming
and
today.
Like garbage,
garbage, yeah.
Yeah, don't open it.
Jury summons,
yeah.
No, thank you. Hey, head over to our X account to weigh in on this poll. You can weigh in, you can share the poll, you can scan that QR code to get there right now. We'll go over these results for you coming up at the end of the 9 o'clock hour.
Yep, hey, we have much more to come this morning here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, the compliments Josh Allen is getting from his fellow team members.
All right, and hey, don't forget, you can watch us on the go. Take us with you in your pocket. We're streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel. We'll see you there. It's time to see what is going on and what people are talking about right here in town.
Yeah, we're going to start things out with some local events that you need to mark on your calendars. Today's the final chance of the season to check out Holidays at the Market.
This is always such a good event. The Rochester Public Market, it's a tradition over 25 years in the making now. It features dozens of holiday vendors offering everything from trees to wreaths to decorations, foods, gifts, more. Tchotchkes, they've got it.
Yeah, and the best news is most of it comes from vendors that are your neighbors, your friends. You got to support the small businesses, right? Specials will also be offered at Market District businesses. Tonight will also feature some carriage rides through the market and an appearance from the man, the myth, the legend, Santa Claus himself.
Yeah, it's free, everyone. It goes from 6 until 9 o'clock at the public market.
That Santa impression was a little scary. I'm not gonna lie.
It was.
It sounded ominous.
That was. I didn't mean to make it sound like that. I can.
No.
Ho, ho, ho.
Okay.
Is that better?
That was better.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We're going to move on now. An upcoming weekend event. It's raising money for an amazing local cause.
The first ever Winter Wonderland 5K run. The charity event is hosted by Wolfpack Multisport in partnership with Rock Holiday Village.
All of the money raised is going to benefit Girls on the Run of Greater Rochester. That nonprofit uses running to inspire and motivate young women and helps them build confidence through accomplishment.
Participants can run through downtown Rochester, see all of the holiday lights decked out in the city. We like that. Registration is still open on the Rock Holiday Village website. This race, 7:30 Saturday night on Chestnut Street.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. It'll be
Chestnut
cold, for
Street. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Sure. Beautiful, beautiful.
I mean, it just works. That was a good pick for the street.
That was good. So that's happening on Saturday. Now we've got to talk about sports. The Bills this Sunday, but first we're going to look ahead to the Rochester Amherst. They are bringing summer to the ice this Friday.
What does that mean, you ask? Well, they are hosting their Summer Freeze event. The Amherst are hosting the Syracuse Crunch at Blue Cross Arena in the team's final home game prior to the annual Christmas break.
Partnering with the Seneca Park Zoo for this holiday celebration, the first 1,500 fans will receive a custom beach towel. There you go. And fans will also be treated to a fun-filled night of giveaways and prizes.
That's a cool looking jersey.
That is very cool.
That is a fun.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, wow. Look at him. Ooh.
Look. Very
Oh,
nice.
boy. Out on the ice, getting ready for that tan. Got our bucket, our shovel.
Do you know how heavy those mascot heads are?
I do.
They're really heavy.
Yeah. I told you I did. I was a mascot.
You were?
Yeah.
Who were you?
At Niagara Falls High School. Who were we? We were the Wolverines.
My goodness.
We were the Wolverines. They only allowed me to do it twice because I may have started some fights.
What? What did you do?
I taunted people. Because that's what you're supposed to do, right? And if you can't take it, if you're on the opposing team and you can't take it and your feelings get hurt, well, they were like, that guy's got to go.
He's got to go.
He's got to go. Not allowed to do that anymore.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
The team.
anyway.
Yeah. Moving on, the team is also going to be wearing special Summer Freeze jerseys. That's what you see right there. We like that. Those are going to be auctioned off after the game.
Yep. Portion of all the proceeds will go to the zoo to raise awareness for polar bear and ice conservation efforts.
Tickets are still
Available.
about the Buffalo Bills and that guy, Josh Allen.
You know, I think, yeah, I'm super excited. We haven't talked since their last game.
No.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So Josh Allen has been named as one of the finalists for the 11th annual Art Rooney Sportsmanship Award.
What does that mean, though, Abigail?
You're going to find out when you read this.
Oh, okay. The award, created in 2014, honors the late founding owner of the Steelers and Pro Bowl Hall of Famer. Now, each NFL team finalist nominates a player recognized for outstanding sportsmanship in the league.
Yeah, the award is presented to the player who best demonstrates all of the qualities of fair play, respect for others, and integrity in the competition. Something that a lot of people think Josh Allen shows off on the field.
Yeah.
I do want to point out he's also been voted like biggest trash talker, which I think is hilarious.
He was.
Right? Because it's, you know, I think it's all in good fun.
Yes.
Nobody actually, for the most part, takes what he says seriously.
No.
So, you know, I don't know. That's at least how I'm.
It's a nice juxtaposition, though, for them. So members took to Twitter. Oh, they shared their excitement for Josh, as they should. We are going to see what they had to say.
Right now.
When I was in Green Bay, he was always giving me words of encouragement.
You suck. You suck.
But he just loves to give people compliments.
You're so tough. You're so tough. You're so tough.
He just really does a great job of making sure the other team doesn't have a uniform violation. He makes sure the other players don't fall over.
Comes over. Oh yeah, it's Wilkins. Really good job.
He just wants what's best for everyone on the field.
I'm beat the f*** out you.
Oh,
Okay, I take it back.
He was always giving me words of
that's some serious trash
I
talk.
hadn't seen some of those yet. Yikes. Okay.
A motivational speaker, he's not.
That's all right.
Yeah, it is okay, because listen, he's playing his heart out.
Yeah.
Out there on the field, and we're seeing...
Winner is going to be determined by a vote of current NFL players. The winners will be announced as part of NFL honors before the Super Bowl, which the Bills, we know, will obviously be there as well. They will receive a $25,000 donation from the NFL Foundation to a charity of the winner's choice.
I like this. This is good. Josh Allen was also named Nickelodeon's MVP.
There you go.
I feel
the highest honor of them all.
I feel like we deserve one of these awards, right?
You and I?
Give us the ARC VP. I don't know. We could come up with something good.
They won't even give us the ratings, Dan. We don't know how we're doing. I'll give us the MVP.
We're doing just fine.
Doing
And you
great.
want to know why? Because you're watching right now.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. We've got so much more to come right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, the deadlines you need to know about as the holidays approach.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it coming up after this. Eight-23, welcome back. It is time to go behind the story this morning on ARC Rochester. We're going to talk about some of the top stories and the latest information regarding those.
Yes, we want to start things out by discussing those holiday shipping deadlines. They're quickly approaching.
Yeah, absolutely. And Stephanie Joseph has been keeping her eye on this for us this morning. Steph, what's the latest?
Yeah, guys, well, you know I always have the latest for you. Christmas, just 6 days away, and of course that means you're running out of time to ship gifts in time for next week. 2 deadlines have already passed for the United States Postal Service. Those include USPS Ground Advantage and First Class Mail. Now, today is the deadline for Priority Mail Service. That's your 2 to 3 day shipping deadline. Now, the final deadline for Priority Mail Express, or next day service, is on Saturday. There are, of course, other options for last-minute shoppers. UPS is offering next day air until the 23rd, and Christmas Eve is the deadline for same day with FedEx.
With that one, yikes.
I'd be interested to see how many people are in line at the post office today. Steph, do you know anything about demand this year?
Yeah, guys, in terms of packages, processing is about 2.5 to 3 times as many as compared to normal during the holiday season.
Wow.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
What are different delivery services doing to take all of that into consideration?
Yeah.
For sure. USPS specifically has made a number of changes ahead of the holiday season, trying to get ahead of the rush. One of them being that they have added some more workers. So they've added 7,500 seasonal employees to help the workforce with that big volume that we were talking about. Another thing, you have some upgraded technology. So it has equipped more than 50 sorting and delivery centers with that technology that I was talking about. Some of the modern retail locations, they have rapid parcel drop-off stations, smart parcel lockers, multifunctional self-service kiosks, and much more, guys. There's a whole bunch here. They're talking about bolstering their delivery fleet as well, enhancing those processing capabilities to, of course, address those that come at the different times that they need their packages delivered.
Steph, we talked about this on Good Day Rochester, the strike that Amazon is going to experience today. Will that delay any deliveries? What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, that strike is already underway. I believe in Queens, New York, we've already seen people hitting the picket lines. As for us here at home, there is supposed to be some solidarity that is shown as well with the local Teamsters union. But in terms of the effect on those deliveries, it really depends on who you ask. If you're asking Amazon, they have said that their operations will not be affected by any of the union's actions. And I was reading on CNN as well that this is considering the number of Amazon workers that are currently represented under their Teamsters unions, and that they account for about less than 1% of the company. But if you are asking a local economist, for example, we have some sound from one. We had some sound earlier that is from one talking about that there could be some delays depending on what option you choose, maybe that 1 day or that 2 day, for example. So really depends.
All right, good stuff, Steph.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And we'll keep checking in with you to see if there are any changes, especially with that Amazon story. More information to come on that.
Absolutely. 8:27 this morning. Stick around. A lot more to get to here on ARC Rochester this Thursday.
We're back after this.
Good Thursday morning. Welcome back here on ARC Rochester. Thanks for sticking with us this morning. I'm Dan Schrack.
I'm Addie Fridman. We still have a lot to get to this morning, including our very next guest, and we're really excited to talk about this amazing opportunity for some students.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool contest. So it's a countrywide contest, and it's asking 3rd through 12th graders to write an essay answering the question what America means to them. The prize? The field trip of a lifetime.
Yeah, the contest comes as America celebrates its 250th birthday. Joining us now to talk about it, we have the chair of America 250, Rosie Rios. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here.
Good morning, Dan and Abby. Thanks for having me.
This is really, really neat, and they did not have anything like this when I was a kid, so I'm pretty jealous right now. For those who are unfamiliar with America's Field Trip Contest, can you give us a little overview?
Absolutely. So America's Field Trip is a national student competition for grades 3 through 12, answering the question, what does America mean to you? You could submit an essay, a poem, maybe even a piece of artwork on reflecting on, maybe it's the signing of the Declaration of Independence, maybe it's your parents coming over from another country, whatever it is that's kind of personal and meaningful. And this is our second round of this field trip, and it's so exciting to see New York kind of as an active participant.
It really is exciting that students here in our state will be able to take part. And I want to talk about that question because it's thought-provoking. Who came up with it?
Well, I did. So I became chair of America 250 about 2.5 years ago, and I had the great honor of serving as Treasurer of the United States for 8 years. And I had a great appreciation for our federal agencies. And so to think about kind of using the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence to not only inspire kids to think about our great country, but also as a win-win for our federal agencies who are providing these once-in-a-lifetime experiences. So whether it's, Yellowstone Park, or whether it's the Smithsonian Natural History Museum, or maybe the Kennedy Space Center. This is such a win-win and a great reminder of all the national treasures that are out there to be rediscovered all over again.
So tell us how the whole process works. So the students submit their essay, their picture, their poem, and then what happens?
Well, we have a great education council who takes a look at these submissions, and then they choose 75 first place award recipients. And those 75 students get to choose from a series of backstage experiences. They get to bring a chaperone. And it's so great because I had a chance to participate in some of these field trips this last summer. So for a lot of these kids, it was their first time on an airplane. It was their first time out of their state. It was the first family vacation they took. And it's really kind of great to think about, again, just a reminder of what we have to offer as the oldest democracy in the world.
Having you, I imagine, as kind of a surrogate tour guide going on some of these trips, that's got to be really incredible for them, I mean, with your years of service.
Well, it's incredible for me, that's for sure. So, and one of my favorite excursions was the one that we took in New York. And so, it wasn't just a tour of the Statue of Liberty. We actually got up to the Crown, which normally doesn't happen on the public tour. We had a chance to walk the hallowed halls of Ellis Island by ourselves. We got a chance to have lunch with the CEO of BNY Mellon. We got a chance to see their markets room, their trading floor, the Cybersecurity Command Center. And we ended the day at the New York Federal Reserve, where we got into deep storage in the vault. And so, I'll kind of conclude that trip with one student who came up to me and she said, I feel like I won the golden ticket, but this is much better than Willy Wonka. And so that's what makes it all worthwhile. And I plan to participate in many of those same field trips next summer.
Wow, that's got to make you feel good,
Yeah.
just like you're making all of those kids feel really good, too. For somebody watching at home and maybe they're thinking, okay, my kid's got to get involved. Is it too late? Can they still enter?
Absolutely. So we launched officially for the next full school year in September, and it closes on April 16th of next year. So look, this is a great way during the holidays for families to sit down and really think about this. And if you have some time off as a student, what a great way to kind of, think about the prospect of doing this once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, thank you so much for your time this morning. Is there an age limit? You get 12th grade. We can't take part, can we?
Well, if you're a parent, you can. But yes, for grades 3 through 12. And again, for me, as someone who remembers the bicentennial of 1976 like it was yesterday, I want as many Americans as possible to feel like this is the land of opportunity all over again. And this is a great way to feel that. And so if you go to our website, america250.org/field trips, you can get more information and submit.
Very good. Rosie, thank you for your time today. We appreciate it. We'll put all the contest information over on our website, foxrochester.com.
Thanks again. 8:34 this morning.
Thank you, Abby.
8:34. Don't go anywhere, because when Arc Rochester returns, we're checking back in with Chris Lopez, who's giving us a unique look behind the scenes of an interesting holiday display.
And don't forget, take us with you wherever you are. Stream us live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel. We're back after this. .38, welcome back. All right, so a lot of people probably going to the mall to try to fit in that last minute holiday shopping. And when you do so, go to the mall, you may see a pretty interesting display.
You might. We're talking about Eastview Mall and Toothpick World. Chris Lopez is live for us this morning, giving us a behind-the-scenes tour. Chris, I'm wondering, is Stan willing to part with any of those for the right amount of money?
I don't know. That's a pretty good question. Giving us some trinkets for free, but in terms of some of these awesome creations like the MI6 headquarters, I don't know. I don't know. Probably a pretty penny, I would imagine. But check this out. I did find my favorite in here. This is MI6 headquarters, also known as the SIS building. Opened its doors in 1994. That's where James Bond lives. The original architect, Terry Farrell, or possibly Stan Monroe. I don't know. We're going to find out now. But Dan was asking, would you be willing to part ways with something like this that you're staring at for the right amount of cash money?
Anyway, this is the building that we're focusing now. This is the Hancock Center in Chicago. This is where it all starts. I can't imagine. You know what? I don't have children, but I treat my buildings like kids. So I don't know how much Dan would sell his kids for, but Chicago. Let's get back to the architecture. Tubular architecture. It all started with this building, Hancock Center. They put the building, the structure support for the building was on the outside. This was groundbreaking back in the 70s. This was killer. Anyway, this is how everything stands up, basically tubular architecture.
Okay.
All right, it's just having the strength on the outside of the building. Then I can use a simple piece of cardboard in the middle to keep everything on the outside. So the toothpicks are actually protecting the cardboard. But that's what gives it the ability to be packed up so lightly, shipped off, and transported to the nearest museum that can take us.
And what keeps you going? What keeps you doing all of this? What keeps you up at night to want to build an entire city like this?
Like, everything worked opposite. In the beginning, it was just a lot of religious temples and small structures like that. But building everything to scale means I need a much bigger place to do the bigger buildings. And what keeps me going is the next project. And the next project is always bigger because I'm putting off all the hardest ones till the end.
Okay.
Like you do. Like you did when you were a kid and you said, you're going to wait till the last minute to do your homework? Yes, that's what I do. But that's what gives it some fun. So we're talking about Yankee Stadium here. And I really want to do the trifecta of baseball stadiums. Now, you're a sports guy. You tell me. If you say the 3 top baseball stadiums in the country, what comes to mind?
Yankee, Fenway. I'm going Dodger Stadium, though. Dodger Stadium is 3rd.
That's okay.
But Yankee #1, Fenway 2.
Where would you put Wrigley?
6 or something. 6.5, top 5, maybe
All right, well,
5.5.
I'm going to Chicago Museum, so I'm building Wrigley.
Okay.
So we're going to try to have that done in the spring. What the fun part is, for the winter, people come to see these holiday displays, such as the Disney Castle, which is a whole cardboard castle up in the front window. And then topping each of the turrets is a smaller scale, 1:164 scale, Disney castle from around the world. And I just think it's fun how they've evolved over the years to become a little bit bigger, a little bit more extravagant, but always keeping, kind of that Disney feel. And it's just fun for the holidays. We also have the next window over, which is the religious world religions tree. So this one is sponsored by the Assisi Institute. So you have the Vatican over on one side, and then the Grand Mosque over on the other side. And in between, on the trees, are smaller churches, mosques, and temples from around the world. And it just gives you an idea of the scope and scale of some of these great architectural wonders that really are all over the world.
What's next on the agenda for you? Do you have something that you're planning that's huge? You don't have to give the entire reveal, but...
When I say Sydney, you can't do Sydney without the Opera House and the Harbor Bridge. So Sydney's going to be a big project, and I'm starting that the day after Christmas right here so people can see the Sydney Harbor Bridge being built in 1 week, hopefully.
Okay, 1 week, that's it. I'm still amazed at the time. I was thinking you're going to say years, months, anything like that.
This is why I wear an apron, okay? This is more like cooking than it is building. I don't have a tool belt because this is my recipe, is my blueprint. And then all of my little pieces and my little struts that I need, this is what I call my mise en place. All right, this is getting everything in its place so it's ready to go. So as soon as I start taping these things, I'll just put a little piece of glue on it and tape it, and it'll just stay right there. I'll tape it like this with a little glue. It'll tape right there. And that's it. You're done. You just got to wait for the glue to dry. But you don't sit around waiting for that glue to dry. You go on to the next thing and the next thing. You're never waiting for glue to dry. That's what makes it so fun. It's so quick.
Last question. Big question. Huge question. Biggest question of the morning. Would you ever come back to Channel 13?
No. Sorry, wait. Let me take a little bit more time to answer that. No, it was fun, and I can see you're having fun, and I've had fun this morning. That's great, but man, I sleep in now, and it's fun too.
I'm gonna let you, okay, you're not coming back. I'm gonna let you kick it back to the studio right now, probably for the final time in your illustrious career.
Back to you.
Good stuff.
Good.
Wow,
Yeah.
a pro.
The final time, though, in his illustrious career.
I think we're going to see him again.
Yeah. I think Stan's doing okay.
But you know what? When we were laughing earlier about Stan, he looks so relaxed, so well rested, so cheerful.
The skin under his eyes is taut.
It's taut. And the reason that he can do the toothpick art is because his hands aren't
his hands
shaking
are
from
steady.
all of the caffeine.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Hey, we're happy for you, Stan.
Yes, we are. Can't make this stuff up.
Yeah, we'll tell you about it right after this.
Exist right now.
Yikes.
Hey, it's time to look at what is trending now. Some stories that have people talking this morning, and we're already talking about one because we were delivered something and we already don't understand it.
We're going to get to that in a second, probably because we have to let it cool down because it's like boiling hot. It's fine. We're going to move on. We're kicking things off right now with a pair of porch pirates who were a little...
Arr, matey. To find out their heist was their booty hurt.
I don't think I can say that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I can say that.
Their heist, though, was posted online, and they did not like it.
No.
So here's the story. Police in New Jersey shared Ring doorbell video of two guys approaching a home to steal a package.
Yeah, and then before one man runs off, the pirate taunts the camera by twerking.
Yeah.
Wow.
Police say the items in the package included baby items, several drinking glasses. It was a total value of $74.
Okay. According to the police, the homeowner posted the video on a social media platform, warning residents to be on the lookout. It seems that the pirates somehow saw the video online.
They then returned to the home 2 days later, returning one of the stolen items. One thief left a message to the homeowner on the Ring doorbell saying, "Not cool, that's my butt," on the internet.
To which I would respond, "Not cool, please don't take my stuff." Police said the story is crazy and you really can't make this stuff up. An investigation to find the individuals is ongoing.
I'm not going to. All right.
Is that still a thing, though? They've got to be older. Because I'll tell you what, I don't think the young kids do that.
Twerk?
That was like,
yeah,
when I was in college, that was a thing.
I feel like these are grown adult men.
Like almost like in their 30s,
acting like,
probably.
yeah, acting like stupid children. And why are we stealing things from anyone? And then you return part of it? I can't.
Yeah.
I don't have time for people like that. All right, we're moving on to holiday plushie that's going viral.
Yeah.
What's a plushie?
You're gonna see.
Okay.
This is Cookie. It's a brown gingerbread tie Beanie Baby, and the toy has catapulted into stardom following a post on X.
Okay, so the post read, saw this guy and saw, ew, 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 ugly, and then felt so bad I cried and bought him.
Oh my God. Okay. The post is now surpassing 27 million views. Within days, the toy has gained a cult.
Goodness. People posting pictures of it online after they purchased it. Many are saying it's the most ugly, cute thing they've ever seen.
He's fine.
Okay, why is this called a plushie?
It's kind of like a different name for a stuffed animal.
But isn't it a Beanie Baby? Call it a Beanie Baby.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Either way, Cookie now has an official fan page dedicated to posting pictures of him. I think he's cute. I don't get the whole ugly thing. I really don't. I think he's adorable.
I don't understand why that is, how this
And
is
don't
like
be mean.
trending.
Ew, 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 it's so ugly. And then
Yeah.
I bought it.
Yeah.
Well, give him to a good home.
And then I
Let someone
cried.
love him.
Yeah. Give it to a child in your life.
Yeah.
Make them smile.
We're like really grumpy today.
Aren't you so glad we're back together? All right, we got to move on to another holiday-themed story.
Oh, great.
Move over, eggnog. There's a new holiday drink in town.
You just gagged saying eggnog.
I know. Well,
heard it.
because this is what we're doing
Eggnog.
here.
Social media is claiming that hot Dr. Pepper is the beverage of the season, which is what we have right in front of us. They say all you do is heat up the soda, add a slice of lemon, and serve. Mine does not have lemon.
No, we
producer,
don't have
actually.
lemon.
It's fine. It's fine.
Listen, budget cuts.
Budget cuts.
Budget, that makes sense.
We don't have lemon money
Yup,
anymore.
okay.
Our producer Hannah walked in here and said, "Where am I supposed to put the Dr. Pepper?" And we said, "What Dr.
What are you
Pepper?"
talking about?
And she said, "I was told to get Dr. Pepper." And she set it down, and I went to pick it up, and the cup is hot. And she said, "Oh yeah, because we had to microwave it to heat up the Dr. Pepper."
And side note, like,
Why?
we talk about the stories before we come out for the show.
This one was not
This
talked
was a
about.
surprise.
Every winter, the recipe was even promoted in the 1960s in a commercial featuring Dick Clark.
Sorry,
Do
no,
we
that
have
was me.
that here?
The commercial?
Is that what we're gonna watch?
I'm Dick Clark. You know, when the weather is sunny and hot, you and I really go for a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper, the soft drink that goes so well with hot weather.
With what?
Deliciously different.
What'd you say?
When the weather's
Dick
hot,
Clark?
Dr. Pepper tastes great cold. And when the weather's cold, that's when Dr. Pepper tastes a great hot. Hi, Max. Good friends, a roaring fire. Perfect time for hot Dr. Pepper. Delicious and so easy to prepare. Just heat Dr. Pepper.
The 60s, Em. Look at this.
They're boiling it. I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna say this. This is great. This is Dr. Pepper. When I was a kid, I could have lived off of it. If I had a party and I invited my friends over and just served them that with no liquor in it, I think there would be a welfare check. They'd be like, "There's what in this? Oh, it's just soda?
It's just soda.
We're gonna go for a drive."
Well, no. Listen, if you had friends over and said, "Oh, it's just boiled soda," it's like Florida, boiling up Gatorade and serving it to people.
Hot. Yeah.
It is. Listen, I'm not.
It feels like I'm at the beach.
I'm not knocking
been-
it. I can't get over that Dick Clark commercial.
Newhouse grad, Syracuse grad. There you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Other people on social media say to make it a bit more adult, you
there we
can
go.
spike it with rum. That's how you should warm it up. Just spike it with rum.
It's the holiday season, people.
And I want it cold. I
Hold on.
don't particularly love. Sorry.
Others are adding half and half, or some milk alternative.
Something. Okay, I'm looking at Stephanie right now because we were talking about oatmeal on Monday, and she adds creamer to oatmeal. Yeah, like flavored creamer to oatmeal.
Like coffee mate?
For maybe a Silk, Starbucks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, no judgment, Steph. No judgment.
No,
It sounds
it's
a
a
little
judgment-free. We what is it? We something
We
and we
listen and
don't
we don't judge. We listen
There
and
you
we
go.
don't
We
judge.
listen and we don't judge. Okay, we're being told to wrap 8:55 this morning. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, a lot more here on Arc Rochester.
Yeah, brace yourself. We're going into the 9 o'clock hour. We're back after this.
Good Thursday morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on Arc Rochester. Here's your Arc Rochester news break. A family is demanding answers from the city of Rochester months after the body of their loved one was found in the Highland Park Reservoir. The family of Abdullahi Muya is suing the city of Rochester for $42 million in federal court. Muya was found dead in the reservoir in March, nearly a month after he was reported missing. The lawsuit alleges the city was negligent and caused Muya's wrongful death. 13 WAM has reached out to the city of Rochester for comment on this suit, and we have not yet heard back. Rochester police are investigating a shooting in the 19th Ward. Officers responded to a ShotSpotter activation just after 9:30 last night on Thurston Road near Anthony Street. Now, when they arrived, they found a 29-year-old man with a gunshot wound to the lower body. He was taken to Strong Memorial for treatment of non-life-threatening injuries. Police say the circumstances leading up to the shooting are still under investigation. There are no suspects in custody. Anyone with information should call 911. A 17-year-old is facing murder charges related to a fatal shooting on the city's north side. In September, police say Alvin Nixon shot 52-year-old Rodney Corbett multiple times on Seth Green Drive. Corbett died from his injuries 6 days later. Investigators are not disclosing a motive, but say the two men did know each other. Now, for all of these top stories and any updates, be sure to visit 13wham.com. Stick around. Arc Rochester is back right after this.
Dun, 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 ha, ha, woo, woo.
No music, but that's okay.
Yes, that was our open. We were told we
Should we reenact it?
We had no open.
I'll say, do you want to go to the brew house?
Yeah, and I'll say, yes, let's go. And then we get up there and we have our drinks, and I believe we do a toast.
No, they took that out.
Oh, they took the toast out.
We did toast, though. You point to the waterfall.
I point to the waterfall.
You hold up a shirt.
I hold up a shirt. Abigail cries because she couldn't get through that.
I really hope that they saved the bloopers for that. Honestly,
I
we
hope
should show
so.
that on Christmas this year.
That might be one of the funny clips in our countdown.
There we go.
We might have to use that.
All right.
Hey, 9 o'clock, December 19th. Thanks for sticking with us and putting up with us here on Arc Rochester. Dan Schreck, Abby Fridman.
Yep. We have a lot to get to this morning, including coming up, we're going to go over some of the deadlines for the USPS to make sure that your gifts are where they need to be before the holidays arrive.
Important stuff. And later, we're going to be going over the results from our poll of the day. Remember, this is what we asked you. We want you to fill in the blank here. This year, I am sending blank holiday cards. The options?
More, less, only a few, or absolutely no holiday cards.
Ooh, you can weigh in on our X account. Scan that QR code with your smartphone, and it'll take you over to the X account. Weigh in on the poll, comment below the poll, and we'll go over all of those results for you coming up at the end of the 9 o'clock hour. I want to ask Marty while he's here.
Hey, we have Marty here.
Yeah.
Marty,
yes.
did you guys send out Christmas cards? No. Holiday cards?
No.
It's been, we used to. I used to send a lot of them out, but my goal is just to get the shopping done.
Yeah.
So my eyes on the prize there. That's it. As long as I get that done, I'm happy.
How much more do we have?
Not a whole lot.
No?
Not a whole lot. No, I did a lot yesterday. Got a lot off the list yesterday, and it's just kind of a couple of little odds and ends that still have to be taken care of. But I feel just relieved. Because I'm getting stuff done at home. Got the driveway stakes in at home.
Oh, yay. Marty.
Finished? Finished?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's still one segment of snow fence that it was getting dark by the time I got back. So
that's okay. That's
but
okay.
all
We
the
can get
important
that
part of the
finished.
fence is up.
Yep.
But it's just, this time of year, it's just all those things on the list that, once you start to check a couple extra ones off, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I can start to
see it.
breathe.
Yeah, and I can enjoy the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yesterday, I was cleaning my whole house because we were going to have company, for the holidays. So scrubbing the floors, blah, blah, blah. And one of the things I like to do is I like to do like orange garland, like you slice up the oranges, you bake them in the oven. It makes and it makes your house smell really good. You've got like cinnamon and cranberries on it. And I got so busy that I forgot about them.
Oh, no. Did you burn them?
I burned.
The house smelled like something, but it was smoke.
It smelled good. It smelled like a very
burnt citrus.
It smelled like a dessert, honestly.
Ooh. Oh wow.
Yeah, like a candied orange almost.
Okay.
And then I opened up the oven and I was like, there were going to be flames. And we did not have any
flames?
No
Good.
flames.
Good.
But did get distracted though.
Yeah.
With all of the
And
all
that's
of the
so
chores.
easy.
It
But your house,
happens.
clean your house. Your house is clean already, I'm sure. Like that can't be.
It makes me mad when
You
it's
keep
not.
up on the work.
Which I feel really bad for my husband, because if it gets even a little bit cluttered, it's like the mood just instantly.
Not neurotic at all. I'm the same way, okay?
Okay. We've seen your desk, Dan.
Yeah, and look at it.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
great.
It looks good now.
Someone, though, did put a no smoking or drinking sign at my desk
That
when
was
I was
HR.
off last week. Honestly, it looks like they removed it from a door in the building
Yeah.
and just set it at my computer. I don't know who did it.
What do you think they're trying to say?
I don't know.
Where'd they get a no drinking sign from around here? The no smoking sign would be from the 90s, but like,
do not know.
It's gotta be, like,
I've
for the
looked at some
studio.
of the doors and I've not seen anything.
Yeah.
Studios say no drinks, no cell phones.
What about
Oh,
Studio
true,
B?
yeah.
I don't think that one has a sign.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't
Okay,
know.
this sounds like something fun. We can keep this going throughout the year.
Yeah.
They have a whole section at like Lowe's or Home Depot where they have the signs with, no soliciting or.
Yes. Yeah, I should buy all of them and just put all
Just
of them up at
slap
my
one of
desk.
those up.
Keep everyone
Change
away.
it by the month.
Yes. All right, let's talk about the forecast. We are in the month of December. We're in, I would argue, we're late December at this point,
Yeah.
right? The 19th?
It's been a nice fall.
Yes.
It's still fall technically,
still
right?
fall.
Yes.
That's
Yep,
one thing
yep.
I always have a hard time getting past.
No, but it's good that we remember that because as bad as we think it is now, well, we're not in winter yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When does winter start?
Starts
officially?
on Saturday.
Saturday.
During the morning on Saturday.
Okay. Early morning. Okay.
So, yeah, it's on its way, and it's going to feel a lot more like that by the time we get into Saturday. Today we're going to be near freezing, just kind of hovering near that number, but here's a look at the extended forecast. And you notice how we just kind of lose a little bit every day. 30 for tomorrow. Could see an inch or two of snow tomorrow, but then as we get into Saturday and Sunday, 21, 19, kind of like the Dow over the last few days. We've had set that record for too many days going down.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's going to be our forecast for the next 4 days at least.
And look at those overnight lows. I'm wondering for Saturday, Sunday, and then into Monday, what is going to be on the ground Sunday into Monday that commuters are going to have to deal with the following morning?
Ooh, that's a good question. We'll be seeing some lake effect during that time frame. So, you have to look at the maybe 1 to 2 that we'll see during the day tomorrow. That'll hold on in. So then it's going to be the banding that plays out over the weekend. So I think it's going to be a general 1 to 2 for many places during the day tomorrow going into the evening. And then it's the bands of lake effect snow, the isolated places that may go beyond that as we head through the upcoming weekend as that lake effect plays out. And then it's just what sticks as we start to see those numbers get up barely above freezing as we head into early next week during those couple afternoons as we head closer to Christmas. So there's a lot of math that goes into the whole formula.
Yeah. I don't want to ask, are we going to have a white Christmas? But if you had to, just make an educated guess.
At this point, there's going to be at least some sort of slushy snow in a few places.
Okay.
I don't want to say it's going to be a white Christmas. It's going to be a close call, but I think there is still going to be at least some on the ground for some places. Like the areas that have more of a chance of lake effect for the weekend may kind of stack up that reserve just a little bit more and may have the better chance. So it may be a case where areas of the south may not have quite as much, and any area that kind of goes a little above and beyond over the weekend as that lake effect plays out.
So those who do have it, it's not going to be like fresh Christmas morning, nice, beautiful. Oh, the snow is still all white. No, there's going to be yellow spots, right?
Depends if you have a pet.
Well, I mean, seriously here. You get that, and you get the slushy brown stuff, and it's not... Okay, whoa, I'm not talking about that. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Why are you looking at me?
Wow, because you keep on looking at me.
You're talking. I'm just
this is
looking
true.
at you. Guilty conscience over here.
Yeah.
Okay, Marty, that is good information. I was thinking about Christmases when I was a kid, the holiday season when I was a kid. We always had so much snow in Buffalo.
Oh, yeah.
Every year for Christmas, it was like, up past my head when I was a little kid.
Right. And that was always annoying, like when you had, for our, not that it was annoying having family come over, but you have to make sure, you have to get the driveway cleared before everyone comes over. And so there's that task before you get ready for everything else that's going on in the house. So, if we get that little bit of snow, that's always a good thing.
Yep.
My response when my father would ask Christmas morning, go out, he wouldn't ask, go out and shovel.
Yeah.
Because people are showing up at whatever time.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
That's like the national anthem of our house.
And I'll tell you what.
Gasp.
You do that one too many times, you learn you never do that around Lloyd Track ever again.
Oh my gosh, that was that sound was not allowed in my house.
No.
It's allowed a little too much in my house. Way too much.
I always had to go help my dad shovel. That was like my thing. And I was eventually asked not to help anymore because I accidentally left his shovel right in the path of his snowblower.
Oh, no.
And the snow is so deep, he went right over it.
No.
Chunks of orange flying out of the thing.
No.
I was not allowed back after that.
I have a feeling that was a setup. You did it on purpose to get out of it.
I did not. I was like 10-ish.
Yeah.
I did that once with the tractor and the lawnmower, where there was a shovel that was up against a fence post. I was doing some work, and then, the grass got a little bit high, so it was in that tall grass right by it, and and all of a sudden it dented the side of the mower.
That could be dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
Too.
Yeah. Luckily, I didn't get injured from it, but that was a surprise, kind of like your dad found with that.
It was a setup.
I was so upset. I was like crying because I didn't want to make my dad angry. I come inside and I'm like, Mom, I broke Dad's favorite shovel, and she's like, that's not his favorite. The one I got him is his favorite. She was like, don't be upset about it. It was his favorite. It was pretty
What are you gonna do?
All right, good stuff.
Yeah. Don't go anywhere. Hey, when we come back, we've got...
Forget, take us on the go wherever you are. Stream us over on the 13 Wham YouTube channel. We're back after this.
9:13, we are just 6 days, count them, 6 away from Christmas. And if you haven't sent those gifts out in time, well, it's running out.
Yeah, in fact, 2 deadlines have already passed: USPS Ground Advantage and First Class Mail. Today is the deadline for Priority Mail Service.
Stephanie Joseph is back with us with a look at more of what we need to know this morning. Steph.
Yeah, guys, I was actually able to Zoom with Mark Lawrence, a strategic communications specialist with the Postal Service. So let's take a listen. Mark Lawrence, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Really excited to talk about these upcoming package deadlines. Thanks again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. It's a busy time of year for us.
For sure. We're coming up on one and another one. So one, if you want to recap what those deadlines are for our audience, just so that they know as well.
Yeah, so yesterday was our deadline for first class letters and Ground Advantage. Today is our deadline for our Priority Mail Service. And December 21st is our deadline for Priority Express.
Very well, but for our viewers at home.
Yeah, our Priority Mail Service is pretty much our 2 to 3 day service. And our Priority Express is our next day to 2 day service, depending on locale with that. So you do have options left. If you still have greeting cards, get those to us as soon as possible. Most likely they're still going to make it, but ship it early, get it to us early. Give yourself a little bit of time as well to enjoy before the relatives and the presents get unwrapped.
That is for sure. Time and peace of mind, because I've definitely been on the other side of things. I don't know if it's too early, but are you able to speak to what demand has looked like this year?
Yeah, we're seeing package processing, compared to normal times a year, we're processing 2.5 to 3 times as many packages that we do throughout the normal time of season. Our workers are used to this. They enjoy it. They know they're putting smiles on faces. So some of those longer hours, are worth it mentally for them because they know what the ultimate result is.
For sure. And I was just about to ask you about some of the changes that have been implemented to sort of support this influx of need from USPS. I know I was reading a few facts, some more seasonal employees, for example, upgraded tech. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Under our Delivering for America plan since 2021, we've installed 508 package processing machines across the country. This past year alone, we've installed 158 of those package sorting machines. So that allows us now to process 60 million packages a day, with capping out at pretty much 77 million if we use full volume. So we're ready to go. We have the technology to handle anything that's thrown our way. And we're happy to be able to serve our customers, quickly and efficiently.
For sure. I can only imagine. That's quite a volume to deal with. Millions. Oh my goodness. And if you're also able to speak about, I know it's not just packages, for example, but you have those letters, the Christmas cards, for example. Are there any common mistakes that people make or forget in terms of preparing to ship things off?
Yeah, some just common things. Make sure you seal the envelope. Make sure you put the stamp on it. Sometimes we're rushing to get things done. Don't forget to put your stamps on and print legibly. Make sure the zip code is correct as well. Double check the address. And sometimes those gel pens tend to bleed a little bit if they get damp. So if we're walking out in the snow and you get a few snowflakes on it, then the address might get a little bit blurry. It could be difficult. So a regular ink pen is often recommended with that. So.
A lot of really great advice.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. And we'll have more from Mark coming up next half hour, talking about looking out when it comes to fraud, but also notifications about packages and Operation Santa.
Good stuff,
Oh, okay. On board. Hey, stick around, because when we come back, we are going behind the story this Thursday.
Stick around, we're back after this. back. All right, so we're sticking with the topic of the holidays for this edition of Behind the Story, and we're talking about upcoming travel and the conditions that you need to know about.
Yeah, it's expected to be another busy holiday travel season, and it's about to ramp up, breaking records. Stephanie Joseph, again, back here with us, following this story for us all morning long. Steph, if people have not hit the roads yet, when is the best time to start packing up and going?
Well, for today, if you're driving, it should be before 11 a.m., so right now would be great. But AAA predicts more than 119 million people will travel 50 miles or more for the holidays starting this Saturday. That surpasses 2019's domestic numbers by 64,000 travelers. Like Thanksgiving, most people will drive to their destinations. Now, as for the skies, though, the TSA expects to screen nearly 40 million people between today and January 2nd. That is 6.2% more than last year.
All right, so we had Mark Ruba on from AAA last week to talk about the holiday rush, the holiday travel season. For those who maybe weren't here, do you want to go over some of the recommendations that he had to get ahead of the rush?
Yeah, I mean, one of the main ones that we always hear is to arrive early. Really plan for it, plan for those long lines whenever it comes to TSA. And we actually have sound, I'm not sure if we can play it here, from a New Jersey official who kind of echoed the same sentiments as him.
Arriving early is always better than stressing out at the last minute. Aim to get to the airport at least 2 hours before a domestic flight and 3 hours for international flights. And always check with your carrier before leaving home. And think about it. Would you rather, cut it really close and get to your gate just as it's boarding, or arrive a little bit early and relax in the terminal and not have to worry about it?
Relax in the terminal.
Yeah,
That's
I'll take the latter.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. I am always the one, I sometimes am there a little bit too early, but I fear that if I'm not there, I've overslept on a couple. And you miss them, and you never want to miss a flight
For
again.
your flight?
Yeah.
Heart drops.
Yeah.
So arriving early gives me some peace of mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agree. People are going out on the road today. What are the other travel times we're talking about that people need to write down, because these are the ones you need to go with?
I'm wondering if we have a graphic for this one, but I have a list in front of me as well. Okay. So when it comes to today, the worst time, because we've gone over the best, would be between 3 and 8. And as for the skies today, according to the FAA, is expected to be another busy one. So starts today, busy in airlines, and then also tomorrow for the TSA as well. But going back to those drive times, for Friday, we are looking at another before 11 a.m. for best travel time. Then again, the worst travel time extends. It goes earlier, starting at 1. So for anybody hitting the road, which a lot of people probably will during that time, because who knows, maybe some people are still at work, so they could be hitting the roads then. If we do also want to pull up that TSA tweet really quickly, we can talk about some more busy days at the airline. They had said here on Twitter that tomorrow, the 27th and the 30th will be their busiest days as well. So you might want to keep that in mind if you are heading to the airlines. I mean, look at that picture. I've seen that in person for myself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always good to be not at the back of the line in that case.
Yes, and the way you do that is by getting there early.
Yeah.
You can prevent so much headache by getting there early. Then you're not arriving at the dinner table late when you show up at grandma's house. Right?
Don't want to do that.
No.
All right, good stuff, Steph. Thank you so much for the
Appreciate
report. We
it.
appreciate it.
Of course.
Time right now is 9:26. Much more to get to here on our Rochester, including when we come back, how you can get a hold of Santa without a boarding pass.
We're going to tell you how right after this.
to Arc Rochester. Thanks for being here. I'm Abby Fridgman.
And I'm Dan Schrack. Still a lot to get you this morning right here on Arc, but we want to turn the conversation now to the big man himself, Santa Claus.
Yeah, Christmas now just 6 days away, which means Santa has 5 days before his big trip around the world.
I hope he's resting up.
I am confident that he is.
Yeah, this year, OnStar is letting families connect with the big man himself as he makes his trip. In fact, you can talk to him right now, Abigail.
Yeah, here to tell us more about it this morning is experienced delivery manager Gene Husky. Gene, thank you so much for being here today. You've got to be getting excited for the holiday season.
Yeah, we've been amped up for a few days now. We kicked off Follow Santa earlier this week, so your listeners, your viewers can press the button or engage with Santa through the mobile app, and we're excited to be able to do this experience again here in 2024.
So talk us through it. What does this look like? We're sitting in the car. We were just talking during the commercial break, and I said, I'm going to have to go outside after the show and try this. What do we do?
Yeah, any active members with a Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, or Cadillac vehicle can get in their vehicle and press the blue button, the magic button we're calling it this year. You can press the button and ask for Santa or ask to talk to Santa. You and your passengers can ask what Santa's up to through Christmas Eve. So whether he's checking the sleigh, looking at the list to see who's naughty or nice, checking quality, checking production. So there's some things going on right now in the North Pole. So Santa's not relaxing, as you guys said. He's actually in full swing and full Christmas mode to be able to deliver toys around the globe starting on Christmas Eve. We're going to be able to track him where he's at through NORAD. As you know, we partner with NORAD to be able to get his exact locations across the globe, starting in the Far East, making his way through Europe, Africa, across the pond here to Rochester, New York, and the rest of America. So we're super excited to be able to host and facilitate this experience for our customers. It's had great reviews over the last 16 years, and the momentum continues to build year over year.
I mean, it's certainly exciting, and I have to imagine families are going to love this. But I do want to point out there is donations being made that's all tied to this, correct?
Yeah, this is a great opportunity to give during the holiday season. OnStar, who's partnered with the Red Cross for many years for different crisis situations over the most recent years with floodings, hurricanes, etc. For every button press or engagement on the app, the Guardian app, where you can follow Santa, there's a red hat on the Guardian app. You can track them, engage with Santa there too. For every button press or engagement through the app, we'll donate $1 to the Red Cross, up to $30,000. And if your audience remembers last year, we did it up to $25,000. But since we had over 30,000 engagements last year, we raised the bar another $5,000.
That is so cool.
That's really great.
Gene, you know, I've got to know, how many calls have you had in previous years? I would imagine you're just inundated with people wanting to talk to Santa.
Yeah, it's tens of thousands of calls every year, and the momentum builds every year. We had a record of over 30,000 last year. So we anticipate being on pace for that again this year. So as the days get closer to Christmas Eve, the momentum will build, and we've done over the last 16 years probably hundreds of thousands of calls when you add it all up.
Okay, I gotta know, what is the contract with the big guy like? Is there like a rider? Does he need extra milk and cookies at each house? What is he getting out of this to give you his time?
Yeah, what he's getting out of this is we're helping build his brand, partnering with OnStar. We're able to also, last year we launched the experience where you can actually talk to Santa. So when you press your blue button, and if you want, after you find out what he's up to or where he's at, you can actually be transferred to talk to Santa directly. You can tell him your name. You can tell him if you've been good or bad. You can tell him what you want for Christmas. And then if you have time, you can hear the story, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," that Santa will read to you. Through the Kris Kringle experience.
That is really neat.
We're going to see a lot of families parked in their driveways on Christmas Eve listening to Santa tell "'Twas the night before Christmas." Gene, what is on your Christmas list?
If anybody's looking to buy me anything, I wear a size Z06 or ZR1. if anybody's looking to get me something.
You got it, buddy. It's coming your way. Hey,
We appreciate
Gene,
it.
thanks for talking with us this morning. We appreciate it, and we appreciate this really cool feature that I'm sure so many people are going to take advantage of, and all of the donations, too, to help those in need. Happy holidays, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Time right now is 9:33.
Don't go anywhere. We've got more coming up. We're continuing our conversation about the deadlines that you need to know about when you ship those holiday gifts. We know a couple of people who've already missed them.
Don't look at me.
No, not you.
Don't forget, watch us on the go wherever you are. Stream us live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We're looking ahead to the immediate future. Deadlines to get your holiday gifts sent out.
Stephanie Joseph back with us here with more from her interview from a rep from the Postal Service. Steph?
Yeah, I was able to talk with Mark Lawrence, who you saw the last half hour. He's a strategic communications specialist with the Postal Service.
Also wondering, as people are preparing to accept those gifts, those packages, what's some really good advice in terms of knowing what's real and what's fake about notification?
Yeah, our customers can sign up for a service called Informed Delivery. It gives a preview of your mail that is expected to arrive soon. You also get tracking numbers through that. That's the Postal Service's way of communicating with our customers about what's going on with their mail. If you happen to get a text message saying that you need to pay a certain amount in order to release a package, don't go for it. Anything that seems slightly suspicious, don't go for it. With that said, our postal inspection service is very diligent in their efforts in, looking at scams and potential, criminal activity. So if you think that something may be a scam, use your favorite search engine, and search Postal Inspection Service, go to their website and check out their section on scams. They can direct you and, provide some insight as well.
Very important to know. Thank you so much for sharing. And another thing, if we can remind people one more time, I have another question for you after this, but about those deadlines, because it's very important to reiterate it. They are coming up very soon. They're here already.
Yes. So being yesterday was our first deadline, December the 18th, that was for our greeting cards and ground advantage service. Today is our deadline for our priority mail, our 2 to 3 day service, and December 21st is our priority express deadline. That is our overnight 2-day service.
All right. And my other question for you is a bit of a fun one that I know that USPS is involved in, but Operation Santa, I know it's too late in terms of getting involved, but tell us a little bit about that and the great work that's happening there.
Yeah, it's an incredible program. It really is. Every year it's been going on for 112 years, actually. So it's pretty impressive, but it allows individuals to assist Santa with putting smiles on faces in homes across the country. So those who want to participate in the program, you can go to the website USPSOperationSanta.com. You can write a letter to Santa. That address is Santa 123 Elf Road, North Pole 88888. Submit your letters to Santa at the North Pole. They will be screened and posted. Those that are cleared to be posted will be posted on the Operation Santa website for adoption. And those generous individuals that create an account can adopt up to 15 letters individually each year to put smile and joy on the faces of others outside of their home to make that holiday special. So this year, we know the time has passed for it, but typically the adoption period starts in mid-November. Letters can be written to Santa a few weeks prior to that. And then the adoption period usually closes for letters about a week before Christmas. That way it allows those individuals to get those gifts, ship them out, and make sure they make it under the tree in ample time to help Santa.
Yeah, and up to 15 letters. That's something new for me that I didn't know. That is truly amazing. Is there any one story that you may remember over the years? It's been a long time, even for you, but do you have an idea?
Yeah, I think it's just as a whole what the program does. It's the unexpected gift that comes in that, wows everybody, not just the child, but everybody in the home, of the generosity of others. And, it's what the season is all about. It's the thought of everything. So it's an incredible thing.
Yes, that is absolutely right. Now, before I let you go, is there anything else that you wanted to add, or one last tip that people should know about?
Yeah, check out our website, USPS.com. We'll have those shipping deadlines on there. We'll have rate calculators. So if you're wondering what it's going to cost to send your package out, it has that as well. And hopefully you have your stamps by now. But if you don't, or anytime during the year, you can always order your stamps online through USPS.com and delivered right into your mailbox. Saves you a trip to the post office if you're busy. And if we get snow, clear the path to your mailbox, approaches to curbside mailboxes, departures, help your carriers out. They're putting in a lot of hard work along with our other workers, helping mailing those packages out, our plant workers. It's all one well-oiled machine. Everybody is looking to put the smiles on faces, but any help we can get, if there's any Mother Nature events, we greatly appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much, Mark. I really appreciate it. Again, we'll have all this information posted on our website, foxrochester.com.
Thank you.
That's fun,
I
right?
like it. Yeah. I'm not mad
Hey,
about
it's a time for a look at what I found, and this morning we're going worldwide from the comfort of our cozy chairs.
Did you actually find this?
Well,
Is it just the name of the segment?
Yeah, it's the name of the segment.
Okay.
Behind you.
Well, I know that. I just didn't. Okay. All right.
it also was a
Look what
suggestion.
We're team.
Okay, look at what producer Ashley found. We're going to be taking a dive into the world's most elaborate and expensive holiday light displays, and we're going to be talking about how much they cost.
Okay. All right, so let's go through some of the most pricey displays. At number 10, the On-Stock Christmas Extravaganza in Commerce City, Colorado.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, look at
Okay.
that.
Festive and fun.
It's nice.
So the On-Stock family has had this display for over 20 years. It features a North Pole theme, a towering 18-foot Santa, a 16-foot mega tree, and 4 fire cannons.
Wow.
Now,
Okay.
where are the fire cannons?
The family spends about 90 hours setting up this display. Okay, they've been doing this for more than a decade, 20 years, and it still takes them 90 hours to put it up?
I would imagine that they add to it every year.
Okay.
Well,
It's not
maybe
my,
if
it's
you
not
went
my
and helped.
favorite. It's not my favorite.
All right. Well, don't
Sorry.
go to Colorado then. Up next,
Yeah.
we have Nat Nichols's Grinch-themed display. This is out in Manchester, in the UK.
Okay.
What are we looking at here?
That looks like the Grinch and, is that a Christmas tree? What's happening? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get through it. Single mother. Sorry. A single mother saying she spent around $2,500 on Christmas decorations. Those decorations included a Grinch-themed tree that cost her $500. Her extravagant display also included thousands of lights and specialized ornaments.
Do we have any other pictures, Ashley, or no?
This is the only one.
Wah, wah.
All right, whatever. We'll move on. The Foucher family's light display out in Delaware. Lights.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't hate it.
Okay.
I don't hate it.
Something.
Decked out display features over 1 million lights. The display costs over. Okay, no. This
is crazy.
No.
Do you think that
the display
it's-
costs $82,000 each year. $7,000 of that was solely dedicated to the monthly electric bill.
That answers
So
my
wait,
question.
$82,000 a year. What are they buying the decorations new every year?
I don't
Could
know.
be upgrading, adding more, expanding it.
That
Listen,
At
if
home,
you
though.
have that kind of money, please donate to the Human Fund.
Yeah.
Because I could
that
use
ain't
some
worth
of it.
$82,000. They're
None
getting
of our
scammed.
Christmas lights worked this year.
Oh.
Yeah.
They must have got a text message. Hey, do you want us to decorate your house?
Yeah.
The next one is the Battle of the North Pole in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. It's a galactic display. Oh, okay. Wow. It's a galactic display which features over 20,000 lights and 40 inflatables. It's a fan favorite thanks to its Star Wars themed main display.
You think they broadcast it right there or project the images?
That
onto
is
the
what it
garage?
looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. In addition to the hefty energy costs, the family says they allot for about $500 for expansion and maintenance of the display.
Okay.
There's maintenance. That's
Yes.
probably what the last one was also.
$82,000 worth of maintenance
I'm trying
stuff.
to do the math.
Are we checking each of those bulbs individually?
You have
I don't know.
To. You have to.
Maybe that includes like labor work. Like maybe they're hiring people to help. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like you would need some professional help with
You
that.
would.
Yeah.
But if they're paying 82 grand, they're getting scammed. Either way. Either way.
All right, we'll move on. Number 6, Long Island's 42-foot inflatable Santa. There he is.
Oh.
A couple
that
on Long
dolly
Island installed this guy right on their front lawn.
And they secured it with a 24 lawn spikes and cords. The giant Santa cost $3,000. Listen, it's cool. It's effortless, though. What work goes into this? Am I wrong?
I don't know.
I haven't set up a.
I haven't done inflatables. I haven't.
You stake it into the ground and hit the on button and...
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you imagine though, like you're new in the neighborhood, you just moved in, and then you see like Santa looking over his rooftop at you?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Santa peeping into the Sorry, we have to get going. Greg Zimmerman's houseboat, Newport Beach, California, a decorated houseboat with over 24,000 lights. The lights, which are synced to holiday classics, create a floating festive spectacle. The display costs approximately $2,280 for the season.
I'm wondering if those lights are flashing, because if not, the Christmas in Christmas.
Yeah, I would imagine
that they're just, maybe they're flashing to the music.
Can you imagine that thing though floating out there in the water?
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Nice
I love it. All right, number 4. Paul Bibby's tribute display in Essex in the United Kingdom.
Oh.
Wow. My gosh.
You know what? Maybe there's even more, but it says it was decorated with over 30,000 twinkling lights and 70,000 bulbs. Does this look like that to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a lot.
Okay,
to
so
me.
put it into perspective. One string of lights, like let's say you're putting them on your tree, it's typically like 150.
Bulbs?
Yes.
Okay.
So think about it. How many did they say? 70,000? I could see that because one string probably goes from the bottom corner of that up to like maybe the doorknob, maybe a little higher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's again, it's just a lot. There's a lot
I
happening
couldn't imagine putting it up at all. It's just
$400 in electricity bills each month. The House raised, good cause, over $3,000 for Essex Air Ambulance via donations.
Yeah.
Good work.
I feel bad, Dan. Jeez.
I don't feel bad, but I'm glad that they're doing that.
Yeah, no, good stuff. All right, we'll move on. The Richards family display out in Australia. Okay, now this.
Wow. Okay.
I like it.
What are we looking at though? I don't.
This is a former Guinness World Record holder.
Yeah.
That's what this is. It looks like a canopy. So it spans their whole property.
Got it.
502,165 lights.
Wow.
Their dazzling display serves as a charitable purpose to, we like this. Yeah. They raised $80,000 for SIDS charities over 3 years.
Their commitment to the festive season is evident in their hefty investment in decorations and energy costs that ran them about $2,300 per month. That's beautiful.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like it.
All right, moving on to another family, their last name, the Gay family. They have a light display in LaGrangeville, New York.
Ooh.
And they're holding a Guinness World Record for being the sparkliest home on the block. The family's display features over 601,736 lights, to be exact, that are synced to holiday music.
Okay, see, I like those displays that are synced to the music, so like it's a show.
Yeah.
You're not just looking at a light display. You're getting a full-on performance.
Yeah.
But, the setup also includes a giant heart and star decoration. The display results in a monstrous electricity bill. To be expected, $2,200 for the season.
Yeah, wow. All right. And then out in Diker Heights, Brooklyn, New York, renowned for its lavish holiday decorations, homeowners in this affluent Brooklyn neighborhood have been known to spend upwards of $20,000 on this setup right here, complete with life-sized Santas, nutcrackers, sleighs, and millions of lights all over the homes.
It's just it's a lot. It's a lot.
You know what? If it's your thing,
go for it.
Go for
more
it.
power to you, right?
Yeah.
More power, that's for sure.
Yes, more power.
Yeah.
More power. Stick around. When we come back, this morning's final thoughts. We're back after this.
9:57, welcome back. Let's get to our poll of the day this morning. Earlier, we asked you, fill in the blank. This year, I am sending blank holiday cards. More, less, only a few, or absolutely no holiday cards.
The results?
Oh, yeah, that's the one I
Wow,
chose. I'm sorry.
66.4% no holiday cards. Oh.
I like to receive them. I've never sent my own.
Okay, well, we know what to get you for Christmas.
There we
Just
go.
some cards.
Yikes.
Hey, that does it for us here on Arc Rochester. Make sure to wake up with us tomorrow morning starting at 4:57 over on the other channel. What channel is that?
It's 13 Wham ABC, and that's where you can find much more live local news later today with Staff 13 Wham News at midday.
Bye.